sippers. We got a lot of tea to spill because our president has lost his mind. Webbie done kind of gone off on the deep end. Kevin Gates is lackluster and so much more. You know what you tune in to? CTT on air. That's right, tea sippers, it's CTT on there, and I gotta talk about all the hottest topics. It's so much. I have 3 pages worth of stuff to talk about to catch us all up, just to make sure that you still continue to get this every week like I do Insecure. Yeah, it's just be stuff going on, but make sure you get your certified tea sipper mug right now at spillingthetea.com/CTT merch. Once you log on to spillingthetea.com, you should see the CTT merch banner. Click it, it'll take you right to my merch store. I have so many sweatshirts. I have some exotic teas. I got the CTT mugs and so much more. So make sure you know check them out. Purchase some. Whew. I made this tea good today. It ain't too hot. It ain't even cold. It's just right. Y'all, our president, he is our president, whether we voted for him or not, he is our president, has been taking the hydroxychloroquine pill, I hope I'm saying this correct, for a little bit over a week, despite the FDA warning. Now, that pill is supposed to cure malaria, and it's supposedly to help with symptoms with COVID-19. Supposedly, allegedly, this nigga said he been taking it for a week. So, sir, do you have the coronavirus or not? Because they test me all the time. Nah, you got it. The staff up there got it, so you got it. Hell, I'm sorry. Then he said before taking the pill, what do I have to lose? And the press was like, what? Mind you, this is only from a short clip that I saw, tea sippers. I hope the longer version gives this short version some context. If not, we've been screwed as a nation, and we even more screwed if he feel like that about taking medicine. Lord mercy. I don't even know what to say. Just still be careful, be clean. Despite them saying the world is open, the world ain't open. Okay, that's how I'm still moving like I'm in quarantine. Sorta, kinda. Now, y'all, before I start talking about Nelly and Ludacris, let's talk about Trina versus Khia. So, of course, Khia just found out what versus is. She kind of late to the game. It's all cool. And, when they were explaining what versus was, she was like, maybe me and what sourpuss can do, she called Trina sourpuss. Maybe me and Trina could go versus. Trina did feel some type of way. It was like she would not come off her throne. So instead of doing a versus with Khia, she does a versus with Trick Daddy, which I did not tune in because it's really like Trick Daddy going against Trick Daddy, Trina going against Trina, in my honest opinion. Okay, like, y'all was together on so much stuff. Y'all versus was Anyway, so they did the verses, but during the verses, she still had to get off some things off her chest and say how she would never do anything with Khia. She won't entertain Khia. Wrong, Trina. I really think, sis, Khia been coming at your neck forever. Khia claims she got 285 hits. Khia claims she has 285 hits that could put you to shame. Just shut up and do it. I would have did the verses. You know why I would have did the verses? Because y'all would have went back to back, battle for battle. People would have saw like, okay, Khia ain't hitting on nothing. And you would have prevailed like you've been saying this whole time. Sometimes the queen got to come off her throne and get a little dirty. You know what I'm saying? Just to prove a point. And you say you ain't gonna address her, but you do address her. And that's how Khia be wrong. Khia be wanting a little attention. I don't know what hits Khia has, but I think this is how Khia reminds me of Joe Exotic. She the queen of her own territory, which you have every right to feel that way. And in your territory, you're bigger than what you may appear to the average world, okay? So, I get it, but then I don't get it at the same time. So, I definitely think a Trina and Khia versus is needed for the culture. In my opinion, just to come, you gotta come as a queen. You gotta come off your throne sometime, just to get a little dirty. You ain't gonna waddle with the pigs, but you get a little dirty just to prove a point. I would tune in for that. Trina versus Trick Daddy, I wasn't tuning in for that. Anyway, let's get into this versus Nelly versus LUDA. Nelly versus LUDA. I don't know, bruh. Everybody's saying Ludacris won. I disagree. And I was a LUDA and Nelly fan. The only thing to me that Nelly had against him was his internet connection. Like, Nelly really just kept leaving the chat. But Ludacris was like so cocky and come on, bro, let's go, bro. Like pushing and being so antsy and just glorifying. Oh, we got such and such in here, and it's just Ludacris just been more corny to me. Okay, he's always been corny. Like I like the music, but he's just so corny to me. I can't explain it, y'all. But I just really want to give that to Nelly so bad because everything Nelly played, I was bopping to. And what made me not like it too is they were playing songs that they were featured on, where they had featured verses. And I ain't like that. I wanted it to be your hit. Just you, solo dolo. So that's why I truly feel like LUDA ain't win. Because he started out with the features. Like, you gonna win because of the Sierra song, because it's Sierra's song. You see what I'm saying? You gonna win because you play a Nas song that you happen to be on. It's Nas. So, I just don't think he won. He didn't win to me. And everybody was like, oh, you on your own. You going down denial river thinking that LUDA didn't win. LUDA ain't win. And so I had to go back and go to Tidal and listen to the playlist. Listening to the playlist, I skipped a lot of LUDA songs. I stopped on a few of them, but I skipped a lot of them. But I was listening to the playlist just again after the verses, just to make sure I ain't crazy. Skipping a lot of the LUDA tracks, y'all. I'm sorry. I skipped some of the Nelly tracks. And I think the ultimate go-to was that Nelly played his song with Janet Jackson. Played a Janet Jackson song. Because by that time, it was like, fuck it, play all the features. Who cares? But he played a Janet Jackson song, and it was Janet Jackson's birthday. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's so, bah. You know what I'm saying? That's Little Joker to the table. Bah. You know what I'm saying? Now, where LUDA made the pop to me was when he played a song with him and Nelly. You know, some people never heard it, some people have heard it, but that record didn't do numbers because of the time that it was released, which it was still a dope record, and I think LUDA got that pat for doing that. I don't think he won. And this is my opinion. That's my perspective. I don't care what you say. Nah, I really do. I want to hear what you got to say. I want y'all to go ahead and fire over the comment section below. While we talking about old music, Fat Joe is on live with Ashanti, and he's spilling all the, Murder Inc. tea. He mentioned that Herb and Ja Rule wanted to take her off the record, the What's Love record. Yeah, they wanted to take Ashanti off and replace her with J-Lo. With J-Lo? I don't know. I can't hear it. You know what I'm saying? Because that What's Love record was hot. I really rocked up with Ashanti. But he mentioned that they wanted to take her off the record. So when he tells her this, she was like, what? She was like, them niggas always wanted to take me out stuff, like finding out the past, and it made her ruffle her feathers a bit. But Ashanti, it don't matter, sis, because you was still on the record. You was still on the record, and that record was timeless. Okay, I think that record may have aged well. Now, speaking of Ashanti, it looks like the social medias is calling for an Ashanti versus Keyshia Cole battle. And Keyshia Cole appeared to be a bit interested, and I think I would tune in for that. Now, other battle that they're talking about is 112 and Jagged Edge, and I definitely might be into that as well, too. I saw Jagged Edge and 112 on tour together, and they did a damn good job of all of them niggas being on stage. All the 112, all the Jagged Edge, they was all on stage. They really did a versus already on tour. And they were doing their songs, and then they came together for like a song that they had together. That shit was lit. So I definitely wouldn't mind seeing that versus. Now, speaking of the verses again, Ali from the same Ludatics had some things to say before the Nelly and Ludacris verses. And he talks about how Luda was really copycatting all of their music back in the day. I don't know. Some of the stuff he was saying was far-fetched, but it could make some sense. You gotta think about it. Iron sharpen iron. You got music execs in your ear. Do this, do that, do this. So I can kind of see that. Snoop Dogg versus TEKASHI 6ix9ine. So TEKASHI is a free man. He out of jail. The snitch is out. I do not care for TEKASHI, but I respect his hustle and the influence that he has on the culture. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. But you can't do nothing but respect it. 69 million views in 3 days? Who doing that? I get it. So, this is me first day out, he out, So, of course, other OG rappers are, voicing their opinions. Meek Mills and a few others about how, he out and people glorifying and they feel a way about it. I get it. I get it. But I do not know why he is specifically coming for Snoop Dogg. And Snoop Dogg replied, just show his age, Lord. But I wouldn't want to fuck with Snoop Dogg, okay? Like, I just wouldn't. That's just an OG in the game that you gotta respect, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But TEKASHI ain't respecting nobody. He don't give up at all whatsoever, okay? And like I said, Snoop Dogg little jokes are real telling of his age. And Snoop, you need to chill. Didn't you get caught up with Selena Powell and your wife? Yeah, come on, Snoop. TEKASHI, leave him alone. Stall him out, bruh. Fall back. Speaking of TEKASHI, he tried to call out the Billboard list too. Yeah, he said that his record should be #1 and not Ariana Grande. Nigga, use your card. Yeah, he said it. And I'm going to speak my mind on this. Now, I do believe that some manipulation is really going on when it comes to billboards and calculating music. I do believe something is happening. Do you know how many program directors are still getting paid, even though payola is illegal? What is payola? Payola is when you paying a program director, you paying a DJ or somebody to put your record in play. To put it, I need this to rotate. Some stations still have morals and don't do it, but some stations don't. So when you're paying for the payola, they got to report. So BDS markets have to report. Just to break it down. BDS markets have to report what they play every week, how many times they played it every week. So shoot, I done came out, I'm a Tru Lady, I got a record, I might be. I got that record out. I go to every program director in the South. I'm going to Texas. I'm here to Louisiana. I'm going to Mississippi. I'm going to Florida, and I'm going to Georgia because I want to blow. Yeah, I want to be regional, right? And I go grease the palms of every program director and every DJ. Just play my song. I'm giving all of them $300 to $500 a pop. Let it be a program director that got a report and say, oh, we played a Tru Lady, I might be 25 times in a day or 25 times in a week. I'm just throwing out numbers, y'all. So that is reported. Those numbers are recorded. And then that's how you use those numbers and units to kind of climb the chart. That's just, just kind of breakdown of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So I do believe that those charts are manipulated in some shape, form, or fashion. I do believe top tier artists are still paying some type of way to have their record played, despite how hot it is. Okay, and I'm just being real. So I think there should be another way to calculate this and to figure out this manipulation in this day and age. It's so easy. It's so easy to inflate numbers. I can buy views. I can buy followers. I can buy streams on Spotify. I can pay for a placement on a Spotify playlist and get streams. You see what I'm saying? So I think Billboard needs to think about a way to change some things. This is my thoughts. This is my opinion. But yeah, basically TEKASHI. So Ariana Grande addressed it about how she worked really hard to get on the top. And also Justin Bieber, because the song is her and, Justin Bieber's song. And he addressed it. Now, even though TEKASHI said he got 200 million streams on a record, on a YouTube video, it doesn't make sense why he didn't, be on the chart. But Justin Bieber said he only got 60,000 units domestic. And what he got on those charts were global. You got to think about that too. So this global. So again, to me, I'm also on another note, did TEKASHI pay for the views? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I'm just out here just thinking. It's just a little theory. Don't hold me to it. But think along with me. But I want to hear from y'all. Enough of me yelling and ranting about this shit. Go ahead and fire off in the comment section below. Y'all, I'm thinking with my had a lackluster sex tape. Oh, child, if I could show y'all, I would, but I don't want to get banned. I don't want to get taken down. But I don't know if it was him and Drika or some other girl. It looked like Drika, especially with the ball. But I'm not sure. I don't want to put that, but I definitely know it's Kevin Gates because it looked like Kevin Gates. Somebody else said it was Clutch Williams, but I ain't going to do that to my boy. But it was lackluster. And I was shocked. Because every album Kevin Gates got, he talking about throwing dirt. He got a little shum, but he wasn't working it. It don't matter if what the package, you gotta have the motion and the stroke game. If you ain't got that, you ain't got nothing. You ain't hitting on it. I'm sorry. Let me stop. R. Kelly, you ain't getting out of jail, fam. He done tried 3 times to get out of here. It's been denied every time. You can't use the coronavirus as a way to get out of jail. You got to sit down, wait till trial, and whether they say you guilty or not, then you can get out. Until then, sit down. I don't know what's going on with Azriel Clary. She was out here cutting up an old coat a few weeks ago on her live. I guess that was her breakthrough of I'm free from him. I don't know. Azriel Clary, y'all. I just don't, and I don't want to feel like I'm attacking a victim, but she weird. She weird. And it was just like, I wouldn't be moving the way she moving knowing I left a situation like that. That's just me. I don't know. R. Kelly, just sit down, wait till trial. Now, speaking of R. Kelly, Ludacris ruffled some feathers on his live because he previewed a new song. And the song was alright. It wasn't like, oh my god, new LUDA. I didn't feel like that. Even when he was like, yeah, it got Lil Wayne on it. I was like, okay. Anyway, he played and he said this line. He was like, I love R. Kelly, but around my daughter, I'm uncomfortable. And people were attacking him for that. I'm not finna attack Buddha for that, because all y'all feel that way. I want people to be real. We grew up listening and loving R. Kelly, even though the music was too grown for our ears. We grew up on R. Kelly, and he is a part of us. He's a part of so many memories. He's a part of so many babies being made. Half on a baby. You know what I'm saying? You think about all of that, right? So we still love that jam to that music, but like, dang, you did this. You did some real messed up stuff. We don't even know if you guilty of it or not, but you did some real messed up stuff. Even some of the stuff that you got away with, real messed up. So I understand what he's saying, and I think people were just verbally attacking him and not being truthful with themselves. We vibed R. Kelly. We listened to R. Kelly. But I got a daughter now, and I'm uncomfortable to even listen to that, knowing what some of the meaning is behind some of those records. He wasn't being honest. He was just, he wasn't doing nothing but speak the truth. He was being honest. 85% of y'all feel that way. And I say that 85% so confidently because the group chats, I'm in group chats, okay? We was popping. We talked about this one day in the group, like, are you still listening to R. Kelly music? What do you do when the R. Kelly record come on? You know what I'm saying? We really dived in and talked about that. So I'm convinced 85% of people feel that way. But people are self-righteous online. That's neither here nor there. Some old videos of Boosie resurfaced. I got two problems with this. Some old videos resurfaced. These videos about 2, maybe 3 years old. Maybe. I'm pushing it saying maybe 3. But these videos old. We already drugged Boosie as a culture for these statements about him paying a woman to give his 13-year-old son fellatio. We drug him for this. You know how I know? Because I do a podcast every week. And we talked about this on that podcast. That's neither here nor there. Anyway, so they drug Boosie for these old comments, these old statements. And I can't stress this enough. I do not agree at all. I do not agree at all with what Boosie is saying to do to his son. I think children need to be children for as long as possible. We cannot keep robbing our children of their innocence, because product of that, I see it every day, adults. I see adults, not every day, I'm not going to say my circle, but you just see adults who are hurting from stuff that happened to them as a child. And it's not all just sexual abuse, just abuse, period. So I thoroughly believe that a child needs to be a child, and we need, as a parent, you need to be protecting their innocence at all times. But what I don't like is how we are verbally attacking him right after Boosie made a positive announcement for his brand. He has a reality show, HowNewHipHop.com. But they're thinking about giving him a dating reality show, something like Flavor Flav, and that could definitely help his brand grow his brand, because Boosie came out maybe last year or so, an album dropped and it wasn't enough streams. He said, I got all these followers, but ain't those followers don't match the streams on my album. And I feel like he hired a PR team to an extent, a ghetto publicist who, like, you say whatever you want to say, but let's, on the back end, I'm gonna do this work. So I think he hired somebody to help him with his brand. And here we are tearing it down again. We already did this. We already drug him through the mud for this. Again, I'm not agreeing with what he's saying to do, but I don't like how we just like this new news. This ain't new. We already drug him as a culture, and we're gonna just drag him in the mud again. People say, you know, Boosie is homophobic, and I don't agree with that statement. And here is why. We don't know what happened to Boosie in his childhood. We don't know how a grown man may have tested him. And Boosie a little nigga. We don't know what may have happened to him that's a traumatic that he feel he has to protect his children from. You know what I'm saying? We don't know that. And I think people just lack a little bit of understanding. We don't know. Now, what if somebody tried him? What if Boosie was molested as a child? We don't know if Boosie was tried in any kind of way or anything from the industry. We don't know, and that's traumatic for him, and he feel his way is to protect and say no, don't do that because this almost happened to me and it altered my life. We don't know. Some strange definitely happened because Webbie out here feeling away. Him and Boosie had some little words back and forth on social media, but Webbie was getting into it in the comments with fans. And Webbie said some off the wall shit that the nigga made a whole video about, and it was so graphic and violent. Yeah, mama will come poke you in your ass and spit all in your face. Like, it was so graphic and so violent. And it made me think, because I think about mental health all the time now. You know what I'm saying? Triggers. It made me think, like, did that happen to you, Webbie? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I want this video to get numbers, but I don't at the same time because I don't have time to be dealing with the comments. I do, but I don't at the same time because I know what I'm saying is like a off-the-wall ass theory, and that's just what I think. Like, I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a therapist. I just think in other ways because, you know, trauma, triggering things happen. That shit real. You don't know what people are suppressing. You know what I'm saying? Not saying how they're putting it out there is right, but just don't know what they're suppressing. But back to Boosie and Webbie going back and forth. That was just really crazy. That's family. We didn't see Boosie and Webbie that come up over some time. So to see Webbie to be like, he ain't look out for me, he ain't hold me down, but he got you all in Lucci, YF and Lucci comment section. And YF and, never mind, I'm leaving it alone. And then Boosie made a whole post calling out Webbie like, bro, you ain't even come see me. You ain't no felon. You ain't come see me. You ain't sending no money by my mama. You ain't putting no money on my books. You ain't tend to my family. You know what I'm saying? Like, to see him call it, that's been sitting on Boosie. That's been sitting on him. He been wanting to say it, but he been sparing him because he like, Webbie my boy. And for him to come out and say that, he been quiet about that for a long time. You just gotta think about it. Like, he been quiet about that for a long time, so he had to get it out of his chest. But as fans from Louisiana to see that happening, we were like, whoa, what? Y'all got beef? It's crazy. I don't want to get into it. It's some things that I do know behind the scenes, but it ain't my place to even talk about it. Cause now, Chloe and Haley are out here. They are pushing their new record. Do It. Definitely vibe with it. I love how these two young ladies have grown up before our eyes from YouTube to now. But they were online doing a Q&A with their fans. And someone asked them, have they really dated somebody in real life from the show Grownish? And Haley said, Chloe, you got something to say? Are you dating Diggy, sis? It's been speculations. It's rumors swirling in the wind. Some allegations. So, can you confirm or deny? All right. I definitely would love to see her and Diggy together. And I know they on that Beyonce type of time. See, when you on Beyonce team, privacy is wrapped up. Keep it private. Keep it low. Don't nobody need to know. That's the rules, right? So, I get it. But we still want to know, sis. Is Future in love, y'all? Is he in love? What did Lori Harvey do to Future? Now, I ain't gonna lie. Future did some real toxic ass shit for Mother's Day. He told all his baby mamas happy Mother's Day. But he didn't really just shout out Sierra. He was like, Sierra, thank you for my son. When you, Brittany, my other baby mama, man, you went to hell and back. You did this, Now, people saying, like, he was wrong for telling him happy birthday, happy Mother's Day publicly, but I think it's growth, but it's toxic at the same time. Like, it's Future. He king toxic anyway. And, I just feel like he shaded Sierra. But that's neither here nor there. Back to Lori. So, you know, he dropped a new project, and there's a song on there. He definitely says a little line to Lori, but is Future in love? I mean, I ain't never seen him. Only person I seen him display was Sierra, and I think that was because of Sierra's team. That's just, you know, my opinion. And I just hope she don't break his heart. I know it's a running topic. I just hope Lori Harvey is kind of there for the long haul, because men can't take heartbreak. I don't care what you say. Y'all can fire off in the comments, but men can't take heartbreak. Anyway, man, that's all the tea I'm spilling on air. I'm definitely taking up enough of y'all time with me ranting, yelling, and raving. But that's all the hot topics. Make sure y'all follow me on social media, Such a Lady 85 on everything. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, even TikTok. I be getting popping on TikTok. Y'all gotta follow me on there, man. I'll be doing the little videos. Or you really can just search for the hashtag Catch the Tea. You're bound to find me in all the tea I spill. And we out.